r/AskReddit. What do you consider is your greatest sexual achievement? My first girlfriend wanted to see how many times we could have sex in one day, so we planned a duck-a-thon and spent the entire day doing it, and doing it, and doing it well. Every other thing we did was have sex. Sex. Breakfast. Sex. Shower. Sex. TV. Sex. Order pizza. Sex. Tip delivery driver. Sex. Eat pizza. Sex. We did it 10 times in a 24-hour period. Later in life I had another girlfriend who asked what's the most I ever had sex in a day was. When I told her this she said, "We can beat that." So I did the same thing again, but we didn't make it to 11, just tied at 10. Both of them were named Ashley. I convinced a friend that thought that they had nothing to offer, that they had value, and got him to ask out a girl. Every time they go at it, I consider it another win for me. Edit. For those of you who are looking for the same thing, I don't know you, and I don't know if I can personally help you in any way. But I do have this that I can share for all of you. Kindness and compassion is something anyone can learn, if you don't already have it. Kindness and compassion is something of value that isn't gated by your physical limits or your mental capabilities. It doesn't expire, and it isn't always easy, so if it is genuine, people will respond. Everyone deserves affection. The person you are wooing, as well as yourself. Be a person that spreads love and joy. Be a person easy to love, and be willing to work towards it. If you do, you will definitely increase your chances of finding someone. Remember to be kind, be compassionate, and be brave. I hope this helps. I was giving my wife a session dedicated to her, and after a while she has her first orgasm. There hadn't been any penetration up to that point, so she asked me to get on top and rough her up. She tells me rough penetration after an orgasm sometimes feels as good as the orgasm itself. Anyway, I get on top, and I last all of about a minute, because I'm already at 99% just from her moaning and seeing her squirm for the previous half hour. She can tell what's going on, and asks me if I'm coming, and when I tell her she starts a second orgasm, just as I've finished mine. It's so intense it feels like she's about to pinch my wiener off, and then she squirts for the first time. My wife has had multiple orgasms a couple times before, but this was the first time I had ever seen a woman squirt. I always thought it was a fake porn thing, but she confessed to me that she'd been feeling the sensation more often over the past few months, and had been holding back. We keep towels next to the bed now. I'd tried a lot in my own, and have even had sex a few times, with 2 different guys, but I'd never orgasmed. It was honestly really weighing on my self-confidence. I wasn't sure if I would ever really enjoy sexual behavior, and I felt sort of broken. For a few years I just kind of stopped thinking about it, and stopped trying to touch myself or even date. Then, at 23, I decided enough was enough, and I read a bunch of articles, shout out to Refinery29, on techniques, and I found some videos that actually turned me on, and I did it. About 8.5 months ago, my wife and I decided we were going to start trying to have a baby. My wife even joked around that if I could get her pregnant by February she would buy me a brand new Boston Bruins jersey. She always had this insecurity that she might not be able to get pregnant, or it might be tough. I decided to make things a little spicy and banged her right on the kitchen table, and she said it was hands down her favorite time. Anyway, I should get to meet my daughter in about 2 weeks. I will be wearing my jersey. Edit. I forgot to add, we ordered a baby Bruins Onishi for my daughter at the same time we ordered the jersey. A few months later my mom sent us a text with a picture of another little baby Bruins Onishi she bought as well. My wife and I almost died laughing. I got molested when I was 5 and thought I was broken and dead inside. I still do. But the day I was gonna commit suicide I decided to just make sure I was truly beyond redemption. So I paid for some, not at all good, sex. It was an achievement because it was the first time I'll let anyone touch me since I was a little boy, and it was such a disaster that I was too busy laughing about how absurd everything is to finish that day the way I intended to. Not as good as the other stories in here, but the only one I have to share. Conditioning my boyfriend to get a boner when Benny and the Jets plays. He was complaining one day he hated the song, so I decided to blow him whenever it played to give him better memories to associate with it. Benny and the Jets now makes him a combo of horny and mad. ETA. Holy shit, this is my most upvoted comment. Thanks for the rewards. Boyfriend is also a redditor, and now he's mad. Not seriously, jokingly, I have more karma than him. I've shared this before, but it was such a unique achievement. Once I was having sex with my girlfriend after taking a shower, and I had water stuck in my ear. At the exact same time as I came, my ear popped, and I felt washed over by such a bizarre and amazing combination of sensations. It's really hard to describe how good this orgasm felt, truly ineffable. I've tried many times since then to replicate this, but have not been successful so far. So I had my first threesome literally 4 days ago, which had been a bucket list item since I was 17. 34 now. It had been something I fantasized about, and luckily I'm with a girl who I can be completely open and honest about my sexual desires to, and vice versa. We ended up hooking up with her best friend, and my GF curated it exactly how I had fantasized about it, and much more, and we all had an incredible time. It was absolutely bonkers hot. After we finished, and her friend left the next time, she asked me if it was everything I had hoped for. I told her I think I just won life. And we are doing it again in 2 days. People, find someone who matches your sex drive and kinkiness. Sexual honesty with a partner you truly love results in the best achievements. Dated this girl just after high school. She cheated on me a couple times. After I broke it off, she started telling people I had a small dick. Over the next couple years I ended up sleeping with 5 of her closest friends. Edit. A lot of you are asking about my dick for various reasons. I should have clarified that she was lying. My current girlfriend and I have been dating since late 2018. Now, I haven't been with too many women, but I've always tried to be attentive and make sure that they were satisfied as well, so it just wasn't me getting off. When we first started dating, she was very open about what she liked and what felt good. I'm pretty good at picking up cues and pretty familiar with female anatomy. With my fingers, I managed to find the most sensitive area of her G-spot and got her to orgasm and squirt at the same time. She was surprised, and I was surprised. Since then, I've managed to keep her extremely satisfied whenever we have sex. Our record for squirting orgasms in a row was 8 times. She needed a break afterward. I've also been able to get the same result with my tongue and my dick, not at the same time. I'm not a contortionist, though not as frequently and not as many times in a row.